Brews and Banter.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Roman. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Fucking hot day today, right?
Really hot day. Oh, you talking about me or?
Hot day. I said not hot gay. I didn't say hot gay.
I thought you said hot date.
No, what? No.
So, last time we forgot to mention the network we're on.
Well, we did. I think it was just at the end of the episode. But,
okay.
Just so
Bring
we
it
can
up.
not forget this time, it's hoppedupnetwork.com. We're a member of that now, and just kind of a, again, beer-related podcast sort of on there, and they do some other, business, sports, all kinds of things. So check them out. Check us out on there, and give us a follow.
And our latest episodes, we've been having back-to-back guests on. So I'm looking forward to getting those published. And we have a guest today as well.
Yeah. So today we have Lance Manyon on the phone with us, and he's with the Real Bad Radio Show. And we were on his podcast previously. We've talked about him a couple times, or his broadcast. Sorry, we were on his previously. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Lance.
Live from east of the Rockies, blah, blah, to fuckity blah. Hey, guys.
How you doing, Lance?
Yeah.
Good, really good. How are you guys?
Yeah, so you're live now west of Syracuse.
Technically speaking, yes.
Northwest.
Okay, sure.
Lance, are you joining a beer with us?
I have a beer. It's just like a pale ale, a classic, as I said, prison issue kind of pale ale kind of thing. Red bike or black bike or something like that.
Oh, I see.
Prison issues.
It looks
I love really good beer, but for some reason I always have a vast veritable cornucopia of shit beer on hand, and I don't know why.
It's because you never drink them; you set them aside.
For company, yeah, because I'm generous.
Yeah, it's the company beer, or you mix it with your good beer.
Or I mix it with scotch.
Yeah,
I think Frank spilled his beer, so I'm gonna wait for him to refill his glass.
I spilled it in my fucking mouth.
Oh, you're going to?
I just the fucking late. Look at this fucking thing.
The way you pour, it's like those people in the restaurant do all the fancy pours.
Yeah, but
It's a beer. You can't do that with
it's
it.
fucking 10 inches ahead, which we're all not used to getting here. But yeah, so we're drinking some Yingling Black and Tan. It's premium. It's actually a porter and premium beer mix. So I haven't had that before.
My goodness.
Yeah, this is
my goodness.
really dark, but it actually tastes lighter than I expected.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's kind of cut with the premium beer. So
Yeah, you hear the word porter and you automatically think it's going to be thicker.
don't you do it, Roman? Oh,
sorry.
Oh, yeah, let's fucking cheers.
All right,
You ready
cheers.
to cheers on the phone, Lance?
Cheers.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So, Lance, since our last appearance on your podcast, how are things? Broadcast. How have things changed with your broadcast?
Well, listenership is up, which is good. It's like a slow build. For me, it's like a brick wall that slowly builds, but it does build consistently. And, I kind of base that on the amount of email I get. And I do get a fair amount of messages. So I always look forward to those. And that's pretty much it. I just, keep one foot in front of the other and keep plugging away,
And our listeners have not heard you on our radio. So you just basically said goodbye to Canada and moved to United States.
That's that.
What is the Canadian? What is the Canadian salute on your way out?
No, well, see, I have an appointment on Monday, and I'm going to be talking to an immigration lawyer on Monday, and just to find out my options, and I'll make my decision from there. So I may be staying. And I would like that because I enjoy saying, live from east of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado. Yeah. And, if I end up back where I came from, I won't be I'll still say that, but I'll be a fucking liar, And only my current listeners will know he's fucking lying, but we're all in on the little secret.
Well, Rockies stretch up to Canada anyways, right?
Yeah, but I'll be west of the Rockies because I'll be in BC, right?
I see.
Yeah. So you you've been here a couple years, right? In the U.S.
Yep, absolutely. And I should say, if I find out that are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
You guys are there? Oh, sorry. If I do find out that my visa is not workable and I gotta go, you gotta go, man. What I could do is just take a week off work, get somebody to watch the dog, watch the condo for a week. I'll just go down to the southern border and walk across and say, hey, man, just send me to Denver. I got a job. I pay taxes. I'm a contributor. No assimilation needed. And carry on, party on, Wayne and Garth.
You could claim asylum or whatever the fuck it is. And
yeah, absolutely.
They might open a red carpet for you too.
Well,
they'll be like, that's an outstanding immigrant.
Model citizen, model fake citizen.
Model.
More than likely, they're going to deport your ass.
Yeah, could do.
So yeah, that's I know that you were here. So you're talking about the work visa, right?
Yeah. And the type of just given the circumstances on which I came down with my wife. It's very complicated. So I'm just going to find out if I have an option to stay. And if I do so, I will set up shop, set up roots, and buy a house kind of thing. And I'll live and I'll have a fucking lawn to mow again and a deck to build. I love doing those things. So it'll be nice rather than living in this shoebox like I did when I was, in my nice 20s. Granted, it is a beautiful shoebox, but nevertheless,
Owning a home and a property is really nice. I mean, it comes with work, no doubt, but it's just such a good feeling of like knowing like, okay, there's no neighbors above me, nobody below me, no one to the sides. Like depending on which neighborhood you live in, your nearest neighbor is either 50 feet away or hundreds of feet away.
Yeah, so he's got Lance has got a background in carpentry, so he's
nice.
He knows how to do kind of that sort of home.
We're homies there.
Oh yeah. I had a flooring company, and I can do beautiful floors, and I'm a great painter, baseboards, trim. I build decks, and I'm I'm a lawn fanatic because I have OCD and I want to have the best lawn on the block. Well, and just so I can sit there on a deck that I built and look at a lawn that I am the master of and drink as much beer as I want.
Yeah. What is it with guys and pride in lawns?
That's all we got, man. That's all we got.
It's a dick extension. I don't know. Yeah. If we don't have a big truck, we have a beautiful yard. Maybe.
Well, speaking of that, Frank will tell you about his secret cock cutting.
So and I think the lawn thing is really, and I think we all agree, anything worth doing is worth doing right. So like, if you're going to be there mowing the lawn, you might as well just fucking make it look good. But,
absolutely.
Yeah, some of our earlier episodes, I was talking about cock cutting. So like sometimes my lawn gets too long and you can't use the whole width of the deck because it just starts throwing out the fucking chunky grass, right? Yeah. So then I line up the lines with like my left nut, my right nut, or my dick. So so I'm only cutting with half of the deck or like 3/4 of the deck, just trying to figure out what works best. So we call it cock cutting.
So if his line starts to wave and go crooked, you can be like, okay, he must have been thinking of something else.
If there's a longer spot, it's because I got a boner and the mower rose up.
You did mention 10 inches ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I just folded in half. That's all.
That's his glass.
So let's get back to your show, Lance. So realbadradioshow.com. You got a cool website, really user friendly.
I love the logo on your broadcast.
Yeah. And you
thank you. My friend Dave designed that.
Nice.
You have, so I think you release twice a week, and you put them on your website, and then you release them on Spotify. Like you preload on your website that people can have it, and then you schedule on Spotify.
Well, if I had a woman, I'd be releasing all over the place. But no, as far as the show goes,
Well, you got Vera.
Yeah. Well, she has a bull mastiff. She might be able to handle me. But toilet. I think every 3 to 4 days on Spotify. But then as soon as I do a show, it does go up on the website within an hour. So weirdly enough, there are people who do just keep really current and they check the website. It seems every second day, and then they get caught up and they don't do the Spotify thing. So, they just do that because I do say it's all there as I do it on the website. Or if you want to wait for the Spotify every 3 to 4 days, there is that option as well.
Do you see more traffic on Spotify or website?
It's about 50-50 right now.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm very surprised. And I know, the thing is, the way I'm doing it, it does cost me Spotify followers and listens because it's all there right away on the website. And, so it's kind of a give and take, but I love having a website. You guys got, as I said before, when you guys were on my show, I love your guys' website. And websites are like a hub. They're the umbrella of everything, and everything is there. And I love it. So given the choice, if I had to get rid of Spotify, I would just, have the website, and that would be fun to me.
Yeah, unfortunately, at the beginning, we can't do this, and we need that reach with already established, broadcasts. And, website, like you said, is great because it is a hub. You go there not just for listen to a podcast, but to also get in touch with the podcasters, message through there, whether they have a store or not. You can buy merchandise. You can, if they have blog or photo galleries and things like that, you can, it's a great way to go and really be interacting with, or be immersed in the podcast.
Absolutely.
Sure. So you're, if you were able to stay, are you going to stay in Denver? Would you choose to move back there? I don't know how your job works if you can relocate.
Well, oddly enough, the company I work for is a Canadian company, so they have branches, but in every state and all over Canada, of course. But I was looking at Ohio. If I'm able to stay, because Colorado is an expensive state. A house that, say, costs $700 in Colorado, $700K, would be considerably less in certain other states like Ohio and whatever, in Idaho and these things. So I would maybe leave Denver. But yeah, like I said, no matter what, I'm just going to keep saying, live from east of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado.
As long as you're east.
As long as I'm east. That's true. Yeah.
You could be in fucking Europe.
Live from St. Petersburg. No.
So, Lance, I wanted to touch on something that kind of dates back a little bit with your podcast. Broadcast. God damn it. Sorry, man. So I don't remember if it was the last episode or episode before your last. You mentioned a co-host, and there was a friend of yours that you guys would chat on the phone for hours, right?
Sean.
And
JP.
Yeah. So you always had an idea of having a co-host, or is this something that kind of started and you weren't sure if you were going to have a co-host? And, I've heard that you might have a co-host
for episode 100, maybe,
or 99.
I just did 102 last night, so it's already on the site.
Okay.
But not as Spotify. Back in like 2018 when I was talking with this guy, and 19 and 20 and so on. He died last 2 Christmases ago.
Sorry.
He's a great guy. Thank you. I was making a joke because I've always liked to talk radio, and I did bring it up online to him. If I ever started something up, would you be interested in doing such a thing? And he was like, yeah, count me in. And, and so I just I had never done it. It didn't ever start it because, life just carries on. And I had my music thing, and I was busy with bands and all the other things that I do. But, it was just kind of one of those back burner things. But then he goes and fucking dies. And then, and I needed an excuse to turn on all my equipment down here. And so I just started it by myself as an experiment. And here we are. I'm on Brews Banter.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it, too. We appreciate your support also.
On the episode that's on the air is the one you were talking about having a co-host. I think episode 99 or 100. Which was it?
Oh, okay. That was a woman in my building who knocked on my door one night. Shannon. She's delightful.
That's how every great story starts.
That's right. She knocked on my door, and she even knew who Vera was, because Vera, big Vera, goes to the door, and she says, "Hello, Vera." And I'm like, "How do you know her name?" And well, I listen to your show. And so she expressed to me that she had always wanted to do a podcast. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, if you ever want to be in a broadcast, I'd love to have you kind of come in and co-host an episode. And but she couldn't do 99, so I'm going to have her on like 105, 107. It doesn't matter,
This isn't the red hair girl that called you at 5 a.m. or whatever.
No, and she walked by and flipped me off. That red hair chick, no shit. Walked by, so that means she listens because I bitched about her on the show.
but she was kind of cute, but had a boyfriend, right?
No, she's got on olive oil from Popeye body, like a Shelley Duvall from The Shining, body with red hair and prettier face, but not my type. Hey, flat ass. Yeah, she had a flat ass, like nice tailbone. But she phoned me at 5:30 in the morning when I had to get up. I was planning on going into the office on like a Sunday morning and I was going to get up at 7:30. She phones at 5:30. Yeah. And I'm like, you don't even know me. I was going to give you a guitar lesson or two to get her started. That's how I gave her my number. Mm-hmm. And, then I bitched about her on the show because I slept, I went into work really shit tired and then got home and did a show and I brought her up and she heard it, obviously, and walked by the other night, flipping me off. You know the walking, flipping the bird as you walk? She didn't stop and flip me the bird. She just walked by like, fuck you, motherfucker. Uh-huh. And I'm like, what? She caught me off guard.
Well, I was nervous when I was, texting you last night. I'm like, oh man, this guy, I don't know if he's fucking sleeping, if he's going to get pissed off at me. Like,
no.
Well, just listen to his episodes if he's talking shit about you.
It's, so a couple things. So he lives in a condo, but I'm talking to Roman here. Lance lives in a condo, but he's got an inside corridor and an outside door. So he's got a door outside, but then there's a door on the inside of his condo that opens up into a hallway inside. Oh, yeah, pretty cool fucking design.
Used to be a motel or something?
It's a brand new. Well, it was built in 2016, so it's not brand new.
Yeah.
But you can buy these units as well, and I also got 16-foot ceilings in this place.
Nice.
Jesus. Yeah, which does not bode well for audio doing the show because but I use gates and compressors and these things. But it's a nice place. I mean. But I wouldn't pay $300K for what I'm sitting in right now, even though it's a good size. It's like 900 square feet.
Does it have a loft?
A loft? No, it's just kind of spread out in big, almost wide open area. But the kitchen sucks. I hate that.
So other than your, I don't know what it would have been. It's your gym. I don't know if it's a spare room or your workout room now, but that everything else solid surface, or because that's carpet, right?
Yeah, I hate the carpet in there.
Dog pisses and shits all over.
16-foot ceiling. I would put hardwood floors down and maybe over a kitchen area do like a loft. And I mean, 8 your standard U.S. Ceiling height is 8 feet.
Yeah, I mean, you can get 2 8-foot women in there.
No, I mean, well, you're gonna lose some space with floor joists, but 7.5 feet if you have on the second floor, that's still fine.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. I've already, like, I like to picture things. If I lived here forever, how would I make it worth my while? That kind of thing. And I've pictured that I would build a loft because I'm one of those guys that can do it. I don't have to hire anybody. If only I could, grow my own trees and mill my own wood. But yeah, I would definitely do something like that and free up a bunch of space, and that would be fucking spectacular, actually.
You strike me as a guy who would buy land, get a mill on the property, and cut your own trees, cut your own lumber, and build a fucking house.
I think he was a former farmer, right? Or on a farm?
I grew up on a farm. Actually, on episode 100, I talked about when I was a kid. And being grounded on 166 acres, it's like, well, where's the fucking punishment? I'm just doing what I would normally do, you fuckers. You didn't think this out very well.
Still got splinters for those days.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're a guest that you're going to have on your show at 102, 105, whatever it is.
Co-host.
Yeah, co-host. If she wants to do a podcast, send her our way. We'll hook her up. We'll do a Zoom.
Well, no, hold on. Is this one time thing, or is she going to be a co-host from then on?
It would be a one-time thing, or it would be like every once in a while, every 15 or 20 shows. Yeah. Just have Shannon on for Shannon's Corner. She'd read a news story, and I'd say, "What a bunch of shit."
Mix things up.
Yep.
That's great. So. And you did have an idea before of having a co-host, so this is kind of going to be, trying it out and actually not with your buddy, but it's actually kind of a cool story, and you guys should kind of grow off of that. Like she's interesting. She's a neighbor down the hall,
For now, she might be a neighbor in the room, and then she might be a permanent resident, because I think you talked about her before, right? That's how you met her. What did I don't?
Well, just because she knocked on the door and she says, "I love your setup," and I have these 16-foot with the ceilings comes the floor to ceiling windows that I have, and like I'm in a fishbowl here. People walk by as they go to Ruth Chris Steakhouse, and Ruth and. and they can see me doing the show, and they'll stop and watch. But so she noticed it all and saw it all one day and knocked on the door, and God bless her. And so I'll have her on. Originally the show was supposed to be called A Human Waste of Time.
So that's on your website, right? Isn't that like a tagline?
No, but I don't think it's anywhere on there. But it was supposed to be a human waste of time with Lance Manyon.
I thought I saw that somewhere before, but either way. So Shannon, is she married or?
No, I think she has a boyfriend in Vegas or something like that.
Brown cow.
That doesn't count. Boyfriend in Vegas.
So what was it we talked about? It's eating ain't cheating and sucking ain't fucking.
Well, if I told you she was under the desk right now.
I'd be like her and Roman have something in common.
Yeah. Oh. That's how he lost all his hair, bumping his head on the damn desk.
Rug burn.
Yeah. Rug burn. Where am I? Upside down? Contortionist?
You're in Lance's workout room.
Oh, you have a gym?
Yeah. And my dog doesn't actually shit in there all the time. One time she had a little bit of diarrhea just because I gave her fucking pork and dogs. I don't know what it is.
We're still talking about a dog, not Shannon, right?
Dog's name is Vera. Potential occasional co-host will be Shannon.
Okay.
She's going to hear this. I don't want her to slap me over the head.
And I'm serious. Like we'd welcome having a conversation with her just to fuck around and have fun. We would be respectful, obviously. But.
She can be mad at me. We're just joking.
But we'll do a Zoom or something.
She wouldn't be mad. She's really easygoing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have extended the broadcast olive branch if she wasn't easygoing.
Yeah. So Vera's a bull man. So that dog's got to be 130 pounds or something.
she's 145, maybe 150 at Christmas, and she was the runt of the litter. Her dad weighed as much and was as big as a fucking wrestler walking on his, if a wrestler got down and walked on his hands and knees, like a giant wrestler. Her dad was like a beast. Fuck.
Is she like a big baby?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cuddle monster, that kind of thing.
I was gonna ask, those big dogs like to be on your laps,
but their shit stays warm for like 3 days. It's like sterno. Like you could use it to warm up your fucking food.
I have a question. I'm kind of glad we have Lance on the phone here and he has a dog, so I'm kind of curious of get a response from him and you, because Frank, you also have a dog.
So Vera's shit is the size of my dog.
Well, Vera's shit is probably the size as your shit. So. Have you noticed when your dog takes a shit, there are flies on it immediately?
Not my dog.
Where the fuck do those flies come from? Where do they live? And how do they immediately appear on a pile of shit?
Yeah, this is
just curious.
This is a life-altering conversation.
No, my dog takes a shit, I walk over to pick it up, and there's already flies on it. Do you experience that, Lance? Do you, Frank?
No, I don't see any flies at all. Not even when it's fucking hot out.
I've always got one fly. Right now, somewhere there's a fly in here, and I'm always trying to kill it. It's like Breaking Bad, that episode where they're trying to kill the fly so it doesn't contaminate the whole fucking thing. Yeah. But no, outside Colorado is extremely dry. I have not seen a mosquito in 2.5 years since I've been here.
I'd love that, man. They fucking carry us. They carry us away here.
This is interesting. I was in Oregon not too long ago, and Seattle, and Washington, and in either state, I've experienced any mosquitoes. I didn't see any mosquitoes.
I'm surprised because it's damp out there. So
yeah,
I'm surprised.
Were you in Eastern Oregon, in Eastern Washington?
When we were in Washington, we were in Seattle, and we went to Seashore Fair or something.
It
like
was
that?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Oh, okay. So we went to watch Blue Angels.
Cool.
And then we did that. We did some whale watching, and then we went,
animals or people. Whale watching,
both. And then it's cool. There was a ship there actually from Pirates of the Caribbean, so we saw that.
From the movie set.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They used in the movie. And then, and then we went to Oregon, and we went to Sun River. Are you familiar with Sun River, Oregon?
No.
So pretty cool place. And there was a lot of interesting places to see around it within a driving distance. Unfortunately, because of the forest fires, there were some times where the air quality wasn't as good, or you couldn't see as far. But other than that, it was nice. I mean, I'd like to go to Colorado someday. I used to live in Utah, so I've been to Colorado before, but when I was young and we were just, fucking around, not really going there to admire the beauty, but different beauty. But yeah, so I don't remember seeing any mosquitoes when I was on the West Coast.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
That is weird. That is really weird. We were in the town which was north of, before the divorce and all that, before I fucking lost everything. We were in a town.
You got us now, Lane. You want us in the divorce.
That's when he lost his virginity too.
There you go. Who's laughing now, lady? Yeah. And but I didn't see a lot of mosquitoes, but there are a lot of fucking, speaking of lawns, taking us back to lawns, a callback to lawns. There are a lot of those, what do they live underground and they create holes? The vermin, the varmints.
Gophers? Moles?
Yes, something. Moles. Yeah, and the fucking bastards. So my yard wasn't very big back there, so I was just going to deck the whole yard, if I would have stayed, make the whole backyard a deck, and say fuck you, okay, moles, have your fun. There's going to be a deck over you, and do that because I couldn't keep up with the holes. But as far as mosquitoes go, not a lot of mosquitoes.
They'll keep crashing in those concrete columns.
Well, they eat grubs, so you got a grub problem if you got moles.
I used to have mole problem. Like
yeah.
I could see the tunnels that they dig out. Like you could walk and it just smushes right
Remember Austin Powers being guacamole? Like the girl had a mole on her face. It's like guacamole. That was fucking great, man. I love that. So we kind of get off in the weeds here, Lance. We want to get back to you.
Sorry.
So let's sorry. Are you still making music? Are you in a couple bands? You're not in a band anymore, or I know you got some things.
Nothing right now. No, I work. I do my show. I come home. I have a couple of drinks. I work out, and that's kind of it. I live kind of like a monk. And there are pubs around here. I can go for a beer, have a dinner, and have a conversation with a stranger, and I come home and that's kind of it. I really like it because I had an extremely social life for a long, long, long time, being married and all that, and that's my life. It's pretty simple now.
Yeah, and in your everything probably I know you can get to walk to work, so you're probably able to walk to everything else you need to. I mean, I don't know about grocery store, but as far as restaurants, bars, so you really don't even need a vehicle, right?
I literally don't need a vehicle.
Yeah.
Everything is like I have 4 bars and Ruth's Chris Steakhouse within a 60-second walk, and they're all nice places. They all have a vast, very little cornucopia library of specialty beers and whatnot. And, you really don't need to go anywhere. And there's even a dog park, but I don't take her there. But,
Are they paying you to say that?
Like she's the city council?
No, Ruth's
Chris. It's a weird fucking name. Like you don't plural like I'm not Franks and then my last name. Like I'm
yeah. Why is that? Like I'll have to look it up. It's not was a nothing against the gay fellows out there, but it sounds like Ruth, like he had a big list or something. And Chris was his lover. I don't know.
You'd be Lance's Manyon.
Interesting. I saw this place called Karate John's, and I was wondering, why is it called Karate John's and not John's Karate?
Oh, is it a karate place or a restaurant?
It's a karate place. No,
because your words like Karate John's, they sell pizza. It's fucked up.
Judo chop your fucking pizza.
Hiya, Hawaiian ya.
So Lance, how did the music career started before you slowed down or stopped?
Because my dad, we had always had guitars around the house when I was growing up, and so he got me guitar lessons, and it just kind of went from there. And I heard like, if you become a rock guitar player, you're going to get chicks and only grow your hair out and all that stuff. And I thought, okay, I'll do that. Even while and that was all on the farm. I'm like, well, if I grow my hair out here, what the fuck? It's going to give the mosquitoes a place to nest. But that's kind of where it started. And eventually it's like breathing, and you're just in bands, and that becomes your life, and you're a rock and roll guy, and your liver becomes damaged. What can I say?
Yeah, I know you sent us some music, so we'll insert those clips into this recording, but I know one of your bands was Meat Monster, right?
Yeah.
And I actually have a smoker that I've had for about 10 or 12 years.
Meat Monster.
It had a Bluetooth, and I called it the Meat Monster.
Interesting story about that band. When we had a website, and there was a message that came through one day from some guy, and he said, "Where's the meat?" And so I messaged him back, and I'm like, he obviously thought it was a porn thing, and he was looking for dick pics, and but he emailed me from his work address, so it's like scott.smith at business.com or whatever, and I'm like, dude, I just Googled your house because I had worked for a guy who worked for Scotland Yard, and I was a process server at the time, and I'm like, dude, I just Googled your house, and I see child car seats in the in the minivan in the driveway, and the picture was only from 6 months ago, because you could see the day that the Google car drove by. Mm-hmm. And like, what are you doing? And then I didn't hear back from him. But yeah, Meat Monster.
He was looking for some kielbasa pictures.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. He was.
So we should mention, so Roman from listening to this podcast, he broadcasts in variable D technology.
Yeah, can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I think I did talk. Some guy sent a message in because he's going to start a podcast and wants to know what kind of microphones I use. Variable D stands for variable distance, to the best of my knowledge. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Mm-hmm. With the Electro Voice microphone broadcasting series, they're the ones that the microphones you see them on in all the radio stations. And they look like robot penises. Yeah. Like they really do.
The robot dicks. So, because all three of us are basically, we have variable Ds also.
Variable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it is. So I can be like 8 inches away from the microphone and it'll still sound like I'm half an inch from the microphone kind of thing.
So does it have to work with the software to constantly gauge where your voice is coming from, or how is this processed?
I don't know. It's the patented technology from the Electro Voice Microphone Company in Burnsville, Minnesota, I believe they are from. And I love it. And they have a great sound, and they're big, monstrous mics. And it looks like I'm sucking a robot dick when I'm talking into one. So who wouldn't love it?
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
So did they sponsor you? They give you the microphone, or did you buy it?
Oh, I bought them. Mm-hmm. And they're expensive mics too. They're the better part of $500 US.
Yeah.
And but no, I just like saying broadcasting in variable D technology. It just adds to the.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
Yeah. Can you send us? We'll use it as a cover photo. Can you send us a picture of that microphone?
Sure, I'll send you. I have three different ones, and they're all. I rotate with them. I'll send you that picture.
Send the dick pics to Roman. I just want the microphone.
Okay.
Okay, absolutely. Deal.
You got a deal.
Sounds good, sure.
Variable penis technology.
He says okay.
So did you use these microphones for music recording before, and then you just decided to use them? No, specifically for podcast.
When I decided to do this. This thing I do, this real bad thing I do, I thought, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to get the microphones I've always wanted for such a thing. Back when I used to dream about having a radio show or having a podcast or a broadcast or whatever cast. Mm-hmm. And I thought, okay, I'm going to buy them. And I did. So I got the library of microphones. And I had a shit ton of other microphones. I didn't buy these microphones until episode 20. And that was the first episode I did with the Electro Voice RE20 microphone. Mm-hmm. And and from there, that's all I use.
Yeah, it's amazing how much stuff you kind of accumulate. Like, none of us are making money on this stuff, but we have a fuckload extra equipment.
Yeah, you rotate. You want to get better. We first started off, and our episode was shit, and
it wasn't bad. It was okay. It was great for number one episode.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I did do a little research, but we started like everybody else. We just started with Shure microphones, but just not those expensive ones. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Right. So when you guys did your first show, were you mine was just my first 10 were just an experiment. And you just had a guy on. I loved him. He was a great guest about 2 months ago. He had a really good, really, really great radio voice too. And he was on video with you guys. And he said that most podcasts, we'll go with that word, don't go past 8 or 9 is what he had heard. They either get to 8 or 9 and they quit, or they go past it. So did that happen with you guys, where you kind of just hit 8 or 9 episodes and then you're like, let's keep going, we love it?
No, we were full send. I mean, we were fucking.
Yeah, we decided if we're gonna do it, we're gonna commit. And
that might have been Vova that was saying that.
Maybe. Well, maybe.
I'm not sure. I think he had dark hair and a deep voice.
So did he look like Roman? Because
we did have my brother on.
Yeah.
But we also, was it like a Zoom video, or was someone in the studio?
It was like a Zoom video, and I think he was actually in Oregon for some reason. I could see, you could see trees outside of his window, and outside his window. And
Melissa Etheridge?
Yes. Yes. But,
I don't know who it was.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. About 2 months ago.
Yeah.
In the 60s, episodes in the 60s, somewhere in the 60s. Oh, by the way, on episode 74, were you guys talking about the onions shrinking our manhood?
Yeah, because I know you scientifically checked that out.
Yes.
But I'm going with it. I don't care.
And it's false, right?
It is well, according to Lance, it's false.
I think it's false.
Yeah, Frank's just full of shit.
You would think that eating a kielbasa, or at least something shaped like a dick, would shrink your manhood. You know, I'm intimidated by this giant kielbasa, and it's going to shrink my dick.
You know what shrinks your dick is fucking steroids.
All right, so
don't worry about it.
So prove this. You know, you go do research on this. Onions mean you like things inserted in your pucker hole. So check out that research instead.
If anything, onion will tighten it up.
No, it loosens it. You got to get rid of that. Like eating a lot of garlic. I love garlic, but you eat too much of that, it's like shitting fireballs.
All right.
It's fucking.
I think onions make your penis cry.
Yeah. It just leaks.
Like it was watching a sad movie.
Yeah.
Penis, did you just watch The Lake House?
Yeah, The Notebook. It was The Notebook.
Titanic.
Oh.
All right, so let's let people know where they can find you, right, Lance?
I'm on Spotify, Real Bad Radio at Spotify. And for the website, the hub, the umbrella, it is realbadradioshow.com. And that's it. That's the only places you find me.
What about social media?
I have a Facebook account, Lance Manyon, and I post all manner of variety. It's just like I post all my shows, or a lot of my shows there, and whatever else I see, I'll post a picture of something I see at work, you know, a filthy sink or something like that, or just a picture of Vera, the dog. And, a cake. You know, I made a cake a little while ago, and I ate the whole fucking thing within seconds of coming out of the oven.
God.
You know, fuck. So,
Well, start an Instagram page. It's a good community that will support you. There's a lot of podcasters on there as well.
Well, I'm on there, but it has nothing to do with the show. It's just like a speed bag, because I'm an avid speed bagger, Bible bagger. Yeah, like it's called Bible bag. There's Bible bag. Sounds like a porn.
That didn't even come from me. I didn't even say that this time.
I was trying not to laugh. Like Frank will let you use his bag.
I mean, yeah. Tea bag? Is that what you said, or speed bag?
Speed bag. Avid tea bagger.
I'm an avid tea bagger.
Give and take. But yeah. Maybe I'll branch out with the Instagram and the show as well.
Well, yeah. we certainly appreciate it.
We'll definitely, help you out once we see you on there, and definitely spread the word.
Oh, that's great, guys. You guys are fantastic. I love your show, and I'm very glad that I reached out and told you guys months ago how much I liked your show, and just keep doing it. And fucking yeah, I love every episode. I really do.
Yeah, we appreciate the support for you and for people listening to this. On Lance's platforms, whatever he's mentioned, they're 20, 30-minute episodes, and there's really not a dull moment, and you're not afraid to share your opinion, and we appreciate that, and it's high speed and big energy, and
it's fun. It's perfect for your drive to work.
Yeah,
or from work.
Yeah, or if you're pooping.
Well, depending on how big a city you live in, but yeah. I'm glad that it works, and it's good sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, and if you didn't finish it on the way to work, you can finish it on the way home.
Just like sitting on the toilet. Just like using the bathroom. If you don't finish it before you go to work, finish it on the way home.
You pinch it for later.
Yeah.
You pinch it for later.
Yeah. And send Shannon our way if she's interested.
Absolutely.
But I hope that goes well for you. We watch your. So I don't know if I didn't see one out yesterday on Spotify. One of your episodes.
Then it would be coming out maybe today. I'll take a look.
Yeah, the last one was the about Gabe Lincoln.
Yeah, that's the one I heard.
Where they tried to smear Abe Lincoln. Yeah, but yeah. So the new one might be out. The next scheduled release would be out today or tomorrow.
Sure. All right, cool.
Lance, it's always a pleasure talking to you. We always have fun.
Hope to do it again for sure.
Absolutely. We're so happy you reached out and we got connected. I think that's what this kind of community is good for. And
Absolutely.
you know, we all know we don't make money off of these things, so we support each other.
Absolutely.
That's why we got to laugh at this, because that's the only solace we have. Like, you know, otherwise, just like fucking.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a great episode. He's in we don't. So there's some interaction, email or now text, because we have these numbers. But here we are with almost an hour long podcast for someone really don't know, and that's what we like, and that's what we do with these interviews with people. It's just you kind of just meet people and have a conversation, and it's all different people. It's all kinds of
I think the access that internet has nowadays is just amazing, to be able to reach out to strangers all over the world and connect like this through internet and have conversations. Yeah, and I think we just need more of that.
We've got some people in India listening to us now too. I saw.
Yeah. I mean, I think now every continent.
Yeah. So, we appreciate all the support for everybody. And if you can, please, like and subscribe to us on Instagram. And it really helps us out. We appreciate it. And we've got shorts that you can see in our videos, but it'll just help, us, and we can, kind of produce better things. But before we go, I just wanted to, me and Roman travel a lot, and we're sometimes away from each other. So I wanted to get you something so that you can always have me with you. Okay.
That's so cute.
It's sweet, right?
Okay.
But hang on, and I'll show. This is good. So
comes with a garbage bag?
It comes. Well, you can put it over your head and breathe heavy. Let me see. It's pretty cool. They just came in, so I'm excited about them. I wasn't expecting them to come in because I'm going to go away soon. So I wanted to make sure I had you with me.
Oh yeah, I want to make sure I have you with me.
Do you want me first, or do you want you first? Do you want the one you're going to take with you?
Yeah, give me what I'm taking.
Okay, and that's going to be this one.
Oh my god!
Close your eyes. All right, pick it up. You can open your eyes. So pick it up. That's what you get to take. But it's front and back too. So you can take me with you.
I have Frank with me no matter where.
Now you want to see what I get to take with me?
Oh boy.
Look at I get to take Roman with me, and he's got nice boobies.
I like those boobies.
Look at your face. You're like, arr. So next time I go on vacation, I can bring you with me.
Let's make them like this, like they're holding it.
Wait, let's do it again. Weirdo. Oh, weirdo. So people can, if people can like us on Instagram and YouTube and all our shorts or anything, that helps us out. So we appreciate it. And we're out of beer. So
wait, you have a 6-pack with fucking Borat's fucking swimsuit?
Well, I couldn't fit my penis in there, so I had to go.
I don't think anything is gonna fit in
here. You got like a big belly button on your.
And I have breasts.
Yeah, that's okay, but you look cool. Red is your color.
Breasts with the beard on.
Red is your color. All right, let's get out of here.
Oh my god!
All right,
all right, everybody. Please like, follow, subscribe, and we appreciate all the followers.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, Hopheads, Frank here.
And Roman. Welcome to Brews and Banter, the podcast where we sip and spill the funniest stories over a cold one.
We're not just brewing laughs and comedy. We also discuss life stories and current events in every episode.
Follow the frolic on our socials, where we brew up more than just banter. Check out linktr.ee/BrewsNBanter for all the goods.
And guess what? We've got a VIP section. Join our Patreon for exclusive content, behind-the-scenes brew secrets, and maybe even a blooper reel or two.
Subscribe, laugh, and unlock the full Brews and Banter experience. Because life is too short for bad beer and boring stories. Cheers.